So what is the basic structure of a Lego Serious Play experience? Now, there are a variety of application techniques that, as a facilitator, I can bring to you and draw upon as I structure the experience. Each application technique has a particular purpose. They include things like building an individual model, building a landscape, those two are used very often, building connections and merging guiding principles. So there's a number of different application techniques that can be used in a particular combination to reach towards the outcome. Any outcome can be achieved with Lego Serious Play as long as the team doesn't have a preconceived idea as to what the outcome is. Because if it's just about validating an answer that someone wants everyone to agree with, it's not going to work so well. So there are 4 steps that happen, 4 foundational steps. The first thing is that the facilitator poses a question. So there's a question that gets put into the group, and that becomes the focus for what I call a round. Okay, so we go through multiple rounds. And your facilitator, when they are developing a program for a day, 2 days, half day, whatever it might be, will craft those questions very, very carefully because they are absolutely critical. Typically what will happen, you'll decide what you want your outcome to be, what kind of place must we get to at the end of the workshop or the experience, work out the outcome, and then work back and say what questions do we need to develop to get to the outcome. So this first thing is the facilitator poses a question that everyone is to answer, and we clarify that the question is understood. Number 2, short time frame, everyone gets building. So there's the construction or building phase. Now, what might happen at the end of the phase is you land up with a model. So everyone gets a base plate. So this is like a little gray plate at the bottom. It can be white, can be yellow, lots of different colors. But everyone builds on a base plate because that allows you to move your model around. Okay, makes it mobile. And then for your 2, 3, 4, 5 minutes or whatever the facilitator has stipulated, you build like crazy. Okay, and usually there's a clock and a timer and music to create this energy of build, build, build. It's not a time to think and analyze and work out. You just let your hands do the talking, hands on bricks, start building. And then the third phase is everybody gets a chance to share their story. They talk to the model. It's not about the person behind the model, it's the model. To the point that the methodology says no one else may touch someone's model without the permission, because this is an externalization of someone and it's quite personal for you to kind of pick my model up and move it somewhere else. So you build a model and then you tell your story of what this model is telling you. So in this particular case, the person who built this model had this base plate and has clearly outgrown something. So there's definitely a sense this is a boat, this is something about taking a journey, and they've outgrown it. You know, they're building right over the plate. There's a sense here that they're building right over. So, and there's of course a little skeleton on there if you can see that. So the story of this model might be, I'm on a mission, I'm on a high-speed boat, but the boat is kind of locked on this tiny plate and I'm restricted, I can't move forward. And I've outgrown this plate that I'm on. And there's some skeletons, so there might be a story about what the skeleton means. Maybe, you know, this person's got kind of grey bobby hair, so that's that's their identity. And so they'll tell the story of what this model means in relation to the question that's been posed. And everybody does that. And of course, every round, when you build a model, you share your story, everyone has a chance to also ask questions if they'd like to clarify, well, tell me why it's red. Or what's this green mean? Is this significant? Because it might not be significant. It might be just what bricks you had close to your hand. And then the final phase is that around the group we go through a reflection. What did we learn as a result of that round? So everyone's shared their models. You know, everyone's given their perspective on how they've answered that question. The last round is, what did we learn? What insights did we get in going through that process? It creates small little dashes, sprints, increments towards understanding the held beliefs around the room on the question. Of course, as the workshop evolves, your questions will evolve and take you to the outcome of the end destination. We always start with a skills building process to establish that everyone knows how to put Lego bricks together. Because what tends to happen if you don't is down the line, people come back and say, but I didn't really know. I haven't played with bricks. I didn't have Lego as a child, and there's all excuses, right? Let's establish everyone can put bricks together. And then the second part of skills building is let's all agree we can all tell a story. So no matter how many times you've done one of these sessions, those two processes are always part of the warm-up process.